Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Victoria and I sometimes go by Vicky. And today we are going to be doing a dewy, glowy, like summer type skin vibe. I feel maybe in the next video, if you guys would like, I will do this very simple eye makeup look that would go along with something like that. Other than that, let's just hop right into this video. Alright, so I think one of the first things that I should say starting this off is that a lot of the products I'm going to be using today are going to be cream-based products. Like I have some cream contour, cream highlight, and of course some liquid foundation. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So we are going to start off with priming the face first. I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I use like 1.5 pumps. Just rub it on my hands and then rub it all into the skin. Oh, and I do have like lip balm on. I always wear lip balm before I start my makeup. That way they're nice and hydrated before I put anything else on my lips to finish off. So with that primer, you have to let it sit for a full minute to let it absorb into the skin and get kind of tacky. It's a hydrating primer. I love it because that's what really makes the foundation stick down. So we're going to let that dry and then we're going to move on with foundation. Alright, so now that the primer is nice and on the dry side with a little bit of tackiness to it, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me. It says matte and poreless, but to me it's not a matte finish. It's more of like a satin, and I'm only taking a tiny bit of it, about this much on the back of my hand. Then to mix with this foundation to make it nice and glowy, I'm going to be using the Chanel Les Beiges Healthy Glow Fluid, and this is like marketed as a foundation, but to me it's super more like a BB cream. It's very glowy. It has SPF in it. It has super light coverage. That's why I'm using with this to sheer it out, and I'm using quite a bit compared to the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I'm going to mix those together on the back of my hand with a clean brush and then I'm going to apply it from the back of my hand onto my face. Now I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it definitely just kind of gives, like I said, kind of more, not even like, it's like a sheer to medium coverage, I would say. Helps tone down any discoloration a tiny bit to give more of an even finish on the face, but it's not too much where it looks like you have a very, very full face of makeup on, if that makes sense. Oh, and the other reason that I'm not filming the eye look in this video is because I really wanted to try to keep my videos more on the shorter side, so I'm hoping with just doing skin today, it'll lessen the time quite a bit than if I was going to do this eye makeup look. I mean, and that's even if you guys want to see the makeup look on it. It's really simple. Alrighty, now that I have applied that, I'm going to take a setting spray. This is not MAC Fix Plus, it's Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. So I'm just going to spray that all over my face real quick. Then I'm going to go on a clean side with this Real Technique sponge and push that into the skin. Next thing I'm going to do is cream contour, and this is the Smashbox step-by-step contour stick. This stuff is like really creamy, so I lightly pushed a tiny bit onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my hand because it warms it up and just kind of dot it in the areas I would like it to be. I'm going to blend this together now. I'm even going to give my sponge a little bit more moisture. Oh, and I totally forgot to do by my nose real quick. Nose contour is very important to me. It's one of my favorite things to do, so I really wanted to make sure I showed you guys that I was doing that real quick. Okay, so now that we've got some more contoury action going on, we can now move on to highlight. And I'm going to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is the shade Opal. Now, I did say in my products that I regret buying / wouldn't repurchase. I mentioned their powder one, but I actually really like this liquid one quite a bit. It doesn't do any weird texture stuff or anything like the other one did to me. I'm just going to kind of spread that out on the back of my hand so I have more even palette to apply with. And I'm just going to dab that in there and start applying that. And I'm not going to apply it just on the cheekbone. I'm also going to apply it all over cheek area, all over, because you know we want a really nice glow everywhere. I just really like the way that this stuff looks. It kind of looks almost like wet on the skin. And I'm even putting it almost a tiny bit under the eye area since this doesn't really accentuate the lines on my face. Just because it really makes you almost look like that wet skin glistening and glowing. So now after that, getting all glowy and glistening looking, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on this one. Oh yeah, that's nice. And this is also got like a sheen or like a glisten effect to it. The name of this is actually Glisten. I'm gonna even put some on here to make it more opaque at first, then I can blend it out. I'm not rubbing it all, I'm just dotting. Right, so I can put a tiny bit on my nose. Doesn't seem to be working, so I'm just gonna go to town with this part. Just putting the smallest amount everywhere to kind of even out that like sun-kissed glow type deal. Okay, so that is going to be it for the face makeup part for all of the cream products. Now I am going to say that if you are a super greasy person, you might want to set certain areas of your makeup if you feel like it's going to slide off or something. Like I'm going to put the tiniest amount of powder like right under my eye because I have a really bad problem with it creasing there, and I think that's probably the only place I'm going to apply some real quick. Taking a smaller face brush, and I'm not doing any baking or anything, I just wanted to apply a tiny bit of powder right under here. So yeah, don't be afraid just because it is a dewy makeup look to apply powder in some places. You know, if you feel like you need it in those areas because you really don't want that makeup to move around. Like I'm going to do a tiny bit around my mouth too because of how much just talking throughout the day, all that jazz. And then I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to apply some mascara on the bottom lashes. So now we're going to do lips. I will blot off some of this lip balm that I got going on. In case you're wondering, it is the Bite Beauty Lavender Agave Lip Mask, like always. Alright, so I'm going to apply the Lancome Sushi Shaker in the shade Mangoes Wild, and I'm just gonna dab it onto the lips. And I'm trying to apply a tiny bit more in the center rather than the outer of the lips. Kind of like a gradient effect, like you just got done eating a popsicle. I freaking love these things. So now I'm just going to tone it down a tiny bit with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. Okay, so that wraps up majority of it. I am going to spray some more setting spray on my face to help just blend everything all together, and it's refreshing and nice in front of lights all the time. Alrighty guys, so now that that is all settled, that is going to be the final look. I know it's kind of on the simple side, but it is summertime and this is something that will always look nice. I think it is really complimenting on the skin. I do even have, it might be kind of hard to see with the lights and everything, I do have bigger pores, and I still think it looks really nice. I feel like I still look nice and fresh-faced, very, I don't really want to say natural. I don't know. I like having a nice shine on my cheeks when I smile. Let me know if you guys enjoy this video. Let me know if you want to see this super simple eye look as well. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe if you haven't already, become a member of my little ghoulish family that we've got going on. I would appreciate that. It would mean the world to me. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Oh gosh, I just want to add a little snippet in here too that I hope this is coming off as dewy as it is in person, because it looks so much better in person in this mirror than it does in the viewfinder. Okay, bye.